2024-2025 UEFA Champions League final is also the official opening of the summer transfer window. This is an extremely important time for Manchester United to decide whether they can improve their performance next season or continue to disappoint fans. Looking at the current squad, it is clear that there are problems everywhere. To upgrade the squad, INEOS not only needs to spend a lot of money, but also has to give new players special treatment if they hope to successfully recruit. The Old Trafford team ended the 2024-2025 season in 15th place, the worst performance in the Premier League era and only worse than the time the club was relegated 51 years ago. It seemed that everything would be saved if they won the Europa League final, but after all, Ruben Amorim's team could not defeat Tottenham Hotspur, and the scenario of a season without participating in European Cups officially came to Manchester United. Looking at the current position, as well as the financial instability that has been exposed, it is clear that it is very difficult for the Red Devils to recruit quality new players. Therefore, each player arriving at the Theatre of Dreams at this time will depend a lot on the plan that Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his colleagues have outlined. This is implying INEOS has secured the future of the Portuguese strategist. This summer transfer market will depend on the system that the 1985-born coach is applying. The former Sporting CP captain once bitterly commented that the team he led was the worst team in the club's history after the defeat against Brighton and had to apologize. In addition, coach Ruben Amorim also frankly commented that the goal that Manchester United is aiming for is to stay in the league, not to compete for a ticket to the European Cup. Fans now began to criticize the 40-year-old coach and were worried that he would destroy the team. Coach Ruben Amorim has many shortcomings and he deserves a full transfer window to prove his worth. The important thing is the support of his players. Matheus shared that he likes Ruben Amorim's honesty and respects him in personal conversations, which makes him feel he can trust him. Now, with the financial situation as well as the current staff, the shopping plan will depend a lot on the process of selling players. Purging the force is also the top task. Bruno Fernandes, Alejandro Garnacho, Anthony Marcus Rashford, and Jadon Sancho will be the source of profit for the Red Devils to carry out shopping. Doing this well will make an explosive summer that will make us all extremely excited. Goalkeeper, first of all, the goalkeeper position. Veteran Tom Heaton will likely be retained as an extension of the coaching staff, providing professional support in developing young talents at the Carrington Academy. The future of Onana and Bayindir are both uncertain, and Manchester United are ready to listen to any offer. The Turkish goalkeeper is more likely to leave because he has not shown his worth. Finding a new destination will be his goal. Meanwhile, the former Inter Milan star will wait for the coaching staff's decision after rumors of a substandard attitude. Onana is dissatisfied with the 25% pay cut because he did not qualify for the Champions League, so he wants to find a way to leave. His potential destination will most likely be Saudi Arabia because this is a place that can meet the income requirements. Although all of this is just a rumor, it seems the 29-year-old is still trying to hold on to his future at the Theatre of Dreams by trying to lure compatriot Brian Mbeumo to the club. The Red Devils are targeting quite a few targets, including Emiliano Martinez, Sen Lamens, Juan Garcia, Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, as well as Lucas Chevalier, but there is still no confirmed information about the goalkeeper that INEOS is targeting. The goalkeeper position is not the club's top priority in this summer's transfer market. Center back next, let's look at the three center backs in coach Ruben Amorim's system. This is a position that currently has a fairly abundant staff and there are no specific plans to recruit new players. In the center of defense, Harry Maguire will do his job well. The important thing is to maintain stable physical condition. Next season, the Red Devils will not have to spend too much energy in the arena, so we can rest assured that the duo Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez will complete their tasks well. In the left center back role, we currently still have Lisandro Martinez, Axel Tuanzebe, and Luke Shaw. Looking at this list, coach Ruben Amorim will have enough personnel for one position. However, with Licha needing more time to fully recover, it is likely that Lenny Yoro will be given the responsibility as he was used at the end of last season. The French star's extremely convincing form will greatly help the 1985-born coach's plan. On the opposite side, Nusair, Mazraoui, Ted and Mengi, Lenny Yoro, or Matthijs de Ligt will take turns. Without having to spread out to compete in European Cups, the Portuguese strategist can rest assured to develop young factors in addition to to arranging the squad with available factors. Therefore, the defense will be a place where there is no need to add personnel, and it will be easy in the next transfer periods. Of course, if there is an opportunity, INEOS will not ignore it, but must wait for the sale of people before buying. Wingback next up is the wingback position. With Diogo Leite set to arrive at the Theatre of Dreams in July, the Old Trafford side have 3 young players on the left flank. The 40-year-old will prioritize developing his existing squad, especially Patrick Dogu, before considering upgrading his squad. So alongside Danish star Harry Toffolo, Diogo Leite will provide an interesting competition to secure a starting spot in the former Sporting CP bosses system. On the opposite side, Diogo Dalot, Noussair Mazraoui, and possibly Amad Diallo will continue to be trusted. With Manchester United upgrading their attack, especially with the target Bryan Mbeumo, it is likely that the Ivorian star will be used more in the wingback role. This is where number 16 has played quite well, so he will not have too many problems adapting, even combining well with the team's new player. In addition, Diogo Dalot and Noussair Mazraoui also do not have too big problems in this position, although in fact both have not fully met the requirements. But before coming to adding new factors, the budget will be focused on other positions, and coach Ruben Amorim will take advantage of what he has in hand to continue aiming to improve performance. Central midfield is also an area that will attract a lot of attention from fans, with Christian Eriksen having left the club, as well as captain Bruno Fernandes considering a move to Saudi Arabia. With Casemiro reportedly willing to take a pay cut to stay ahead of next year's World Cup, INEOS will consider the Brazilian star so that he can coach Manuel Ugarte and the club's young star. Adding new players in this position will depend a lot on the player sales process. The top targets will be Atalanta's Ederson or Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton. These are both quality names to strengthen the midfield. Who to buy will depend on the amount of money raised on us. Attacking line, top priority. Next is the left-sided attacking midfielder position. Newcomer Matheus Cunha will be the default name in this role after completing all procedures. He will replace Marcus Rashford and Garnacho while adding creativity and goal output to the Red Devils. His backup will be Mason Mount, who is also considered very suitable for the system of the 1985-born coach. If the left-sided attacking midfielder position is stable, the opposite side is racing with Bryan Mbeumo as the #1 target. In addition, Thiago Dantas, Francisco Trincao, Pote Marcus Edwards, and Pedro Goncalves are also in sight. If they complete another new recruit in the right-sided attacking role, Manchester United will be much more secure on the attacking front, and they will put all their efforts in the remaining time to add a striker. The Liam Delap deal has officially closed, and the proceeds from the player sale will be poured into the remaining targets such as Victor Gyökeres or Benjamin Šeško. Thus, it can be seen that the attack will be the #1 priority of the Old Trafford team in this summer's transfer market, followed by a central midfielder or a new goalkeeper. The center back and wing back will be saved for later, so it is likely that there will be no new players in these positions. One transfer window cannot solve all the problem. So fans should wait patiently for coach Ruben Amorim and the board to come up with a detailed plan. The first shot named Matheus Cunha has been fired. Now it will be 2 other targets in the attack to partly solve the difficult problem over the past time before considering the next plan. Of course, in addition to recruiting players, purifying the force is also a top priority. So let's wait and see how much money Manchester United will earn from players who are no longer in the long-term plan. If this is done well, an explosive summer will make us all extremely excited to look forward to the future.